the fields that we just started are now finished building, even though we're still missing the street here. We can now go with someone here. As we can see, there's already workers then to it. So they would now start growing the crops. So we can have 2 for the moment. We can find more later with trading or with exploring. So in that case, the corn has a growth rate that is normal, but it is fast, you know, so the yield is low, but it's fast. The potato is taking more time, but has a higher yield. So let's have 1 potato and 1 corn. Let's have a mixture of that. And they can then work on that. I don't know if 2 is not a bit too much though. We'll see about that. My specialists are also ready once again. So this one here still gets the components. 2 more, then we have depleted it. And this one here can still research or explore this area there. Oh, yeah, another lair that has no resources. The thing is, if you destroy them, they might open up things here that are hidden at the moment. So it's not that uninteresting. The same here. Let's go down here. There we still have something. Oh, very good. Research. 480 research points that we get out of this one here. Very important. We need that. And while we are at the map, look at that. We are now spreading further away from Hoford, our town here. That means we need a car soon, because with a car you can travel much further and much faster. And there we have an abandoned vehicle, so this is probably our next goal. Plus, the Wolfgang lair here has 29 components. That is something we need. We've also researched now the wind power. Energy storage might be important then to store the energy as well. Or the solar power panel. The wind power is fine for now. Now we can go with the hazmat engineering. Let's do that. Costing quite a lot of points anyway. We've also, I think, finished... Nope. There's still everything here. And we still have the berries up here, so that's still fine. Alright. We need to decontaminate those areas here once again. Hopefully not too long anymore. Also the trapper. That's a lot of work. And the shanty here. The next 2 shanties are being finished then. Next shanty is coming up. Very good. We have 6 homeless. Can't leave it like that, of course. There we have it. Very good. It's also really cool that you can see, especially during daytime, where someone lives with the fire here. There people are living, but they're not here at the moment. You know, they're active. Nice detail. Water well is polluted. We have a water shortage. Right, we have now, however, 500 water stored, so we're fine for now. We're losing water at the moment, but that's why we have the water storage. This one here is polluted. We need to decontaminate that quickly. The same thing with this one here. And my specialists are ready once again. On the world map. In the meantime, let's get our specialists back now to Hoford. We do have the metal parts and we do have the components, so everything we need for electricity. Those 2 are coming back home. This one here can now continue with the research. So here we can now have more researching. 300 per turn. That bumps it up again. So I think... Oh no, we're still researching the hazmat engineering, so we still need a bit more time there. But we have enough points now for the next research then. Very good. And other than that, medical tents are fine. Yeah, we need to clean now a lot of buildings here. That's quite important because people get sick otherwise. The trapper is working and I think... Oh yes, we have enough clothes for now. I can now put the tailor here to idle as well. I don't need him for now. I don't need endless clothes. We have enough. We have enough tools there as well still. So they can just do something else, like cleaning the buildings, which is very important. And the shanty, the next shanty is coming up here as well. And the cool thing is, once we have electricity, we could go even as far as having a cinema here, for example. So there are lots of cool buildings then later that bring happiness to my people, and the happier they are, the more children they produce. Very important. Now, berries. It's getting tough now, because there we have berries, but there we have also large radiated beetles close to the storage here. So they will attack once I have my colonists there. I could still go over here, but there is polluted area in the vicinity. Yes, it's getting tough now with the food. Do we still have something? Oh, over here we still have a bush. Very good. And also our fields are now being tended to. So as we can see, potato planting is growing, so that we have now the 90%. And the corn is also growing here. This is looking romantic. Just beside the farm here. So that's lots of food that's coming in here now. Plus we have the fisher, plus we have the trapper. So hopefully that is enough food production for a while then. Right, no more homeless people, that's fine. And no more tents, that's also very important. And look at that, all the shans here have their own outhouse. So they all can, they don't need to go out there to this outhouse here. And this one here is looking different than those. No idea why. Specialists are ready. Let's have a look again. I think that we still have some researching points. Yeah, let's go for this. Perfect. And the other specialist can now finally come back home. He's home. The components... Oh, and that was close. So he just needs one more turn. And then we finally have everything for electricity. We still have a water shortage. The thing is, no one is cleaning it. Hazmat engineering has been completed. Very good. Let's have a look at the next research. We have guardians. So guards are the backbone of defending the colony against hostile animals or people. Assign people to guard posts so they'll gear up and focus on protecting the fellow colonists. That is a new building with the latest update, and I like this one. So this, I can see that this game evolves then more into a defense game, so tower defense game, something like that, where more and more waves of enemies are coming for you. And the guard post here is the first in that goal. Let's go for that, because you never know when the next attack comes, and this is actually a pretty important and useful building that we can have there. I like that a lot. We have then the parts soon. There we have the specialist. I think let's send the specialist back home again, back to the world map. And this one here doesn't need to be at the gate for now, right? So there's no attack. There's also a trader at the gate. Can't eat morels. A small caravan of traders arrives at the gate. However, their armored outfits, painted faces and ample weaponry remind you more of raiders than any traders you've ever seen. Greetings, ladies and gents. We wondered if you'd like to take a gander at our mighty fine stock right here. One of them says and opens the crates. You see blood and ash all around the wares, as well as some meat which you cannot quite recognize. Refuse the trade. That gives us some happiness boost. The man spits at the ground, shooting down a disgusting droplet of saliva, mucus and blood. Bunch of do-gooders. Yeah, fine, we'll take our prime stock elsewhere then. The group turns around. The man takes one final look at you and yells, "Pansies!" Despite the lost opportunity, your people seem happy with your choice. We might actually see them then again at some point, but we get some happiness there. That's something. And specialist is ready. Let's... Actually, this one here is pretty down there. Let's go up here with that. Perhaps they're coming back then, those guys there. Might not be the best thing then, the best option that we had, but still. Still cleaning. This is taking forever, seriously. I've got 3 carriers. Do something about it. Water shortage is gone now, so the water wells have been cleaned. And as we can see now here, the fields are growing, so there are some crops appearing now. So that's a huge food boost then hopefully at some point. I hope the people working here at the field are not just now waiting for it, but doing something else in the meantime. I hope so. That would make sense, and only that would make sense. Right, we do get some radiation right now in the colony once again. No idea why. My specialists are ready though. This one here finally with lots of pills, parts and metal. Look at that. 80 metal we have now. The parts as well. This one here, let's attack. Very good. Knocked him off. And down here, yeah, he can continue now to this one there. where we have some tools that we can use. And the specialist that just arrived, let's send him back out to the world map. Right, so he's ready immediately again. That is pretty cool. And he should go down here to the south, where I don't have anyone right now. Then we have that strange symbol here now. Everyone is running to the outhouse, not to the medical tent. I think that they have something else in mind when they say they are sick. Very interesting, nonetheless. That is that. Research and Guardians is still on the way. We have now everything, so let's finally go with electricity. There we have it, the wind turbine. The wind turbine is producing us some energy then. We also will need a battery storage, so where we can store the energy. First of all, we should find a suitable location for that. So in that case, having then the environmental hazard, hazmat, is probably going to be up here or down here. No idea yet. Where we need the energy though, we need a bit of space. So here we do have space, right? Close to the lake. I think in this area here, we might start with the energy production. Or up here. I think, yeah, all clear. We have energy production of plus 14 here. Let's have it here actually. Let's start with the first energy production, the wind turbine. And everything is ready for that. Now with the energy then coming in, we can build the environmental station, which needs then the 12 energy right away. And this one, with this one here, we can then finally get rid of any polluted area. It's a huge building, as we can see. So we should have it not too close to my town, because my town needs space as well. So let's have... Yeah, let's actually have it up here. There in the desert region then almost. I think this is a good location for it. Up there we have then the hazmat and the environmental station, which also, however, needs, I think, storage, right? We need to store the radiated materials somewhere. Makes life safer and more comfortable by gathering polluted soil from pollution deposits and the contamination it to safely be stored in a waste dump. Right, so waste dump is something that we need still. There it is. Waste dump. Doesn't even cost that much. The waste dump we should have probably somewhere far away. Let's have the waste dump over here. So that is that. Having those two buildings now is very important, as we can finally clean up the pollution that we have everywhere. Let's just have the street here going around that as well, to the waste dump then as well, over there. Another nuclear fallout. That's good actually, because we have the pills. There are a lot of events that can happen, and nuclear fallout is one of the easier ones, especially when we have iodine pills that we can use. Those two meds I don't need anymore, so we have enough carriers there. And actually we do have one irradiated one, and my specialists are ready once again. So let's have a look. There we have our specialist 1 going over here. Antibiotics, very good, we can take that. Up here we could go for more metal or fiber, but yeah, let's explore. We don't need those resources right now. For more pills. And you, sir, you go down here. We could actually also defeat this outpost there. That might be something then. Alright. Having that irradiated, it should be now cleaned more safely. I think she's waiting here in front of this, right? Okay, but they are... I don't know what she's doing here.
Wow.
Oh, she's working there right now, cleaning up the medical tent, I think. Or he. Dylan. No idea. I hope he's not stuck there endlessly now. The wind turbine has everything it needs. Is being built now. And the environmental station is also then going for that. And Abigail is infected. Is being treated and hopefully now soon. Yeah. And treatment should be really quick though. Yeah. At least it's working. Not as quick as I'd like it to be, but still. we're getting some treatment then. Wind turbine is finished. It is working now for us day and night, and we have now 14 energy. Just in time, because the environmental station soon will have all the resources as well. We have enough components for it, and then we can finally start cleaning up those areas here, especially this one there. Specialists are ready for work, and I think we might... Oh, there is another car. I think we might actually take the car soon now. Let's go over here and explore these areas there. Some tools, okay. More pills. Ah, very good. Research. 600 research points. Exactly what we need. And fun boxes. Fun boxes are for entertainment. We can also only find them. We cannot produce them ourselves. And with fun boxes, we can have then a theater, a cinema, and stuff like that later. Arcade center, those kind of buildings then. And let's have a look at the research, since we do have some points again. So I think here we are pretty much done for now at the moment. We have the Guardians as well. We might go for... No, not the Trapper. Solar power energy storage. Energy storage we need to get a bit more energy than done. And then we can actually go with the bartering, which gives us then the trading opportunity that we might have then at some point. And beside that, we do also have now the guard post here. So protects my colonists. And no idea though where I should have it for now. We could have the guard post here, right? So somewhere close to my town, or up here, because I know there are worms up there. So let's have our guard post here. And as we can see, we actually need a lot of resources at the moment for all these big buildings. Right, the waste dump here as well. Lots of metal, plastic. Let's have a look. Food storage is fine. Stockpile still gets concrete. Okay, but we could get concrete and planks at the same time here. That's something. And my fields. Oh, they're looking good. They're looking good here now. So we're getting a good harvest soon. But I think we need to harvest it. Damn it. Let's harvest now. I hope we make it on time. I totally forgot. If you have the nuclear fallout, you need to harvest your fields. And those guys here having fun activity. So they're not... They're not doing it. Guys, that is totally uncool right now. I'm going to lose these fields here now. Because they're having fun. I told them to harvest now. Yeah, they're not doing it. Okay, we will lose that field. That is a lesson. That is a lesson we can learn. We still have a bit more berry here. Specialists are ready. Let's go over here. And we'll need then the food that we have close to our town. There's more research points. Very good. And you can go... Oh, there's another truck here. There are the fun boxes. Let's explore here. Some concrete. There's food here that we can go with. We should keep that in mind if we ever get too low. And there's the fallout. And now those crops are withering. Yeah, now you're running for it, but now it's too late. He's harvesting it now, but... Jesus. That is not something I like to see. Alright, we get the first sick people already. Let's assign some people here now to our medical posts. Alright, stockpile is working, food storage is working, but the sick will come in. Though we do have their iodine pills now. Shouldn't be too much of a big deal. Right, no free carriers left anymore. Construction environmental station. Finally, we have it. There we have it. And we can now move the work area for that here. Right? So this polluted area here is going away now. Finally. Finally. It takes a bit of time here. But now we can finally clear out those spaces there. And then the pollution of those buildings here will stop. Which is very important. And someone is working on that now already. This one here then is getting the polluted stuff to our waste dump here once this is finished. New group of survivors. People can be remarkable. We met a group that had built a settlement up into the trees. A bit cumbersome for sure, but easier to defend. We get 3 new adults with that, lots of pills, and a new specialist, Sang. And Sang is good for scavenging. Let's accept them. I can always use new. Oh, 2 colonists have turned hostile. For real? We have accepted them and they're turning hostile immediately. Let's get my Sang out of here. That is not cool. And how can they enter? Alright, my other colonists now try to defend Sang, but Sang is almost dead. Look at that, he's chasing me. Right, he's going now back to the gate. But holy moly, I accepted them. And you're attacking me then, right again. Are you kidding me? We don't have the guard post active right now. Yeah, Sang I really need to get rid of. And oh god. I mean, this is the worst possible timing right now. We have a nuclear fallout and they're attacking me. He killed one of my colonists. Jacob has been killed. Okay, there's still one more here. But why are they doing this? Meanwhile, we also have 2 colonists irradiated. They're being treated already. Huh. Alright. We fend them off, but still, that doesn't make any sense. Right, let's have my specialists. We probably will need to get back home then at some point, because the attacks happen more often now. Let's take the car here. Let's finally take a car. There we have the car. And with the car we can now drive back to the base. But the car is destroyed right now, so we need to be quick about it, and it doesn't really have that many action points. And down here, fun boxes, fiber. Let's actually go here. Right, and once more up here we can take the research points. Okay, and Sang. Build a gate. I do have a gate. Sang doesn't want to go out there anymore. And I totally understand him. He will probably need to heal up before we can do anything with him. Right, and let's reassign those people there to the medical tents. Also, I don't need the environmental station at the moment, so let's use this one as a carrier. Oh god, this is not looking so good at the moment. I don't know why they attacked. That was totally unnecessary. I lost 3 people with that. 3 colonists. Because 2 of them turned rogue. At least we're healing the people quickly at the moment. That's fine. So they can go back to work. Alright, my specialists are ready once more. Some metal there. We have enough metal. This one here is actually pretty far away already from my town. There we have a new settlement, a new society, Mole Town, so we could trade with them. Not right now though, but later. And also the Wolfgang here with 27 outfits. And the car, we can continue going back home, driving home with the car. Right, 2 colonists irradiated, so at least that is working out here quickly. And we have lots of resources there as well. At the gate, that is fine. And Sang? Oh, Sang is still healing up. So no thing there. Nothing I can do. Alright. How many pills do I have? Okay, I've used 4 pills so far. I still have 10 left. And we still need to decontaminate the buildings ourselves at the moment. So this is something that takes priority, because people get sick otherwise. Also here. Food-wise, we're still fine. I'm surprised at that myself. How can I still have enough food? Stockpile. Just doing that. And my food storage is still getting the berries over here. Okay, but not that many berries. Guard post is also being built, but that's taking a bit of time because we don't have that many people available right now doing stuff. Also, the outhouse has been polluted. So we are going for that as well. And the well here has also been polluted. Once again. Pretty intense right now. We probably will need another medical tent soon. And, oh god. Please. Strange machines. You watch with a mix of fear and disbelief as actual real-life trebuchets roll toward the camp and stop a fair distance away. A couple of trucks approach the gate and moments later, a heavily armored fellow steps up and declares, hear ya, we have thy fort surrounded. If thou shan't meet our demands, prepare to have thy holding demolished by our ultimate weapon. Okay, at least we have the money. 50 coins. You glance at the towering war machines in the distance and begrudgingly pay the bandit what he asks. Wise choice, my lord. We bid thee farewell, he says, and rushes back toward the trebuchet. True to their word, the bandits leave you alone and head out. I'm pretty sure they're coming back again. But this time, yeah, it was good. But I think the next time we need a more heavily fortified gate and we need more people at the gate. The problem is half my colony is busy cleaning buildings and stuff like that. So we really have to get rid of that here, first of all. The pollution. And the fallout, please, could also go away now at some point. Specialist ready once again. Far away now from home. This one here. Bandits. Let's take the fun boxes. And the car continues going home. So that's that for now.